Do you know that symmetry is balance achieved when one side of an object mirrors the other? It creates harmony and is key in design, nature, and art. One example is that a chicken, a bilateral symmetry. It can be divided into two mirror image halves along a vertical plane running from its head to its tail. The arrangement of features such as wings, legs, and eyes is symmetrical on both sides of this plane.
Spiral, spiral, spiral. A spiral pattern will be described as a circular pattern beginning at the center point and circling around the center point as the pattern moves outward. So I will show you some examples of spiral. Spiral.
Cracks are linear openings that form in materials to relieve stress. When an elastic material stretches or shrinks uniformly, it eventually reaches its breaking strength and then fails suddenly in all directions.
A soap bubble is a thin film of soapy water that encloses a volume of air. It's a delicate, lightweight, and usually spherical shape that forms due to surface tension, and it often floats in the air. Soap bubbles are known for their variant, swirling colors and their ability to float, merge, and pop.
So what is foam patterns? Foam patterns in nature, foams are formed by bubbles that cluster together, creating intriguing patterns. These patterns often emerge during the surface tension, a property of liquid that minimizes their surface area. Some example is washing my hands using soap and water mixture. By rubbing it together, you can form a foam pattern.
Foam patterns. Example is soap bubbles in the sink. When washing dishes or hands with soap, foam forms as air gets trapped in the soap and water mixture. The bubbles create a pattern that is typically a cluster of small, close-packed circles that can have hexagonal-like shape where they are attached to each other. Stripes in clothing are created by human design through weaving or knitting techniques that alternate color threads or by dyeing methods that apply color in specific patterns. These stripes serve aesthetic, cultural, or functional purposes such as fashion statements, uniforms, or cultural symbolism. Spots in plants, like the seen on some leaves and flowers, are often caused by genetic factors that control pigment distribution, leading to areas with different colors. Example is green and white. These patterns can also result from developmental process where cells produce different amounts of pigments or from environmental responses like light exposure or nutrient stress.
Waves are disturbances that transfer energy through a medium like water or air or space. They exhibit both particle-like and wave-like properties. This duality is described by wave-particle duality in quantum mechanism. Wave patterns describe how waves move and interact with their environment. For example, in water waves, the water is seen in the regular rise and fall of waves crescent and truth, while in sound waves, the pattern involves compression and wear function moving through the air.
Spots are typically round or irregularly shaped dots that can vary in size, color, and arrangement. These spots are often seen in animal coats, such as leopard or cheetah prints. As a form of camouflage or display, in plants, spots can appear on leaves or petals, sometimes as a defense mechanism or to attract pollinators. The repetition and randomness of spots in nature create a visually striking patterns that is serve both functional and
Tessellation in nature refers to the repetitive arrangement of shapes that perfectly cover a surface without leaving gaps or overlaps. This can be seen in honeycombs, where hexagonal cells fit together seamlessly, or the scales of a snake, which create a continuous interlocking pattern. This natural tessellation optimizes space and resources efficiently, reflecting both beauty and function.
Ruptures are forms of brittle deformation. It is a type of primary brittle deformation process. Patterns seen in nature where curved lines are the dominant design.